With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. I want to talk about this Venom trailer. Now, the reason why I have my tweet on the screen is because this tweet has been featured in almost every article talking about how poorly handled, or in some cases, bad, the trailer for Venom was. The teaser trailer for Venom, I should say. Now, I said this immediately after watching it, so that Venom trailer kind of suck. How can you tease the movie without showing the character? GG Sony, you deserve to be sold at this point. Now, there's a lot in this tweet, and people that don't get, I think that don't follow me on Twitter or don't watch $3 Theater, don't maybe know what's going on. For one, Sony very much is in dire straits. They've gone as far as to admit this somewhat, where if they don't start innovating, they're going to have to sell. Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle was probably the worst thing to happen to Sony if you are in fact a Sony hater, simply because the movie was extremely profitable. It beat out Wonder Woman, right? And as a result of that, like, that really helped their quarter four reports. Not only that, but Baby Driver did very well, and Spider-Man did very well. Whereas Dark Tower and Emoji Movie, well, Dark Tower tanked and Emoji Movie tanked critically, but I think did well enough because like a $50 million budget. But Sony has been talking about kind of, selling off for a while. 2016 was a bad year. They had nearly $1 billion write-down, but they bounced back kinda in 2017. So I still feel that Marvel is going to come in and offer to buy back the rights to Spider-Man if things continue to go on a downward trend. But right now, Sony is very much trying to capitalize on the success of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as the success of Spider-Man Homecoming, by creating Venom. Now, the other thing here, when I say, how can you tease the movie without showing the character? And a lot of people out there were giving me a lot of crap, saying like, it's just a teaser trailer, bro. Like, get some like, some guy actually told me, get some imagination. And I'm like, I watched the trailer like 3 more times, and still, it's just like, it's all about like the monsters and demons within. Like, okay, fine, I guess, sure, but that's not why I want to watch the movie. Like, I know that's part of the character, but that's also not why I'm looking forward to the movie. I like the character of Venom, but I also want to see Venom. Venom should not be an origin movie where he doesn't even get the symbiote suit until like the end of the film. He should get the suit like early stages, like Spider-Man 1. We're talking the first like 20-30 minutes of the movie. He has already got, once your set exposition is there, he's rocking and rolling as Venom and taking on whoever the villain is. We don't know yet. But the teaser trailer was one of those ones where there wasn't any real like intensity in the trailer, even though that was the entire point of it. They were trying to establish that by him on the motorcycle and the cars crashing, him going, and then like something, making everyone at desks fly away as if now he's got like force push powers or something like that. And then showing like, him in the MRI, and you see the little, tentacles coming up, and there's that one shot of what, of the symbiote in a container, which people have tried saying, oh, but they showed it in the container. They showed the symbiote in the container, right? They didn't show Venom in costume. Now, the reason why Venom in costume is something that should have been in the teaser trailer is because it then establishes what the character looks like. Now, Tom Hardy said they wrapped filming of the movie last week, which means that that this entire trailer that they showed us is something that was already in the works before production finished on the film, which means that that means that Ruben Fleischer was sending off dailies back to Sony, right? And they're looking over the footage and they're cutting together a trailer based upon all of that, or whoever was, they sent it off to the trailer company looking at the movie, and they put together something that was only like a minute or some change long. To be fair, the response to the Venom trailer is pretty apt. It's pretty fair, I think. You have a character that is it's a title character of the movie. It's something, a lot of fans really want to see. And what they're getting is just this teaser of like, oh, hey, look, it's Tom Hardy. Nothing about Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock was establishing that Tom Hardy was Eddie Brock. Not in that teaser, right? Like, it felt like it could be any other thing except for Venom, which is one of the reasons why fans are not happy with the trailer. The poster looked pretty cool, but everything else, it was pretty funny because you got a lot of fanboys. I've never been attacked attacked from fanboys as much as I was off of this tweet, which, you know, I posted at 7:37 in the morning. I was on like 2 hours of sleep after watching my kid. And so I was exhausted, and I just found it funny that this particular trailer or this particular tweet ended up in all of these articles, right? And I'm talking like even above like blue checkmark, you know, established movie critics. My tweet was featured above them in all these articles. Didn't result in any new followers, but got me a lot of interesting attention from people telling me that my opinion was wrong. Here's the thing. I don't want this movie to suck. I don't want this movie to crash and burn. I actually want it to do well. I want it to do well for when Marvel actually does end up purchasing back its rights from Sony, because at this point, we know that it's going to happen. When they bring this over to go in with the X-Men and everything else, we can at least have some type of continuity. All right. Like, that's what I want to see. I want this movie to do very well. Is this going to do what Deadpool did? Oh no. Oh, no. Because there's Deadpool had a lot of heart and a lot of soul in the trailer and all the marketing. The marketing here by most accounts from what I've seen have actually been like, this wasn't the right time for the trailer. You shouldn't have dropped it. It wasn't ready. You kind of screwed your first impression. And considering that Sony wants this to be a thing in order to continue making more movies, as well as they want to tie in Silver Sable and Black Cat, and apparently Tom Holland's going to be in this as Peter Parker, they want to establish that world. That was not the right course of action. And if this is where the movie's going, just based upon the first marketing release of it, the material, it doesn't really bode well for the film itself. However, I will say the space shuttle crash scene, from what they showed, those couple little shots from that, looked pretty cool, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. I do have high hopes, but they need to really get someone who can do actual proper marketing. Honestly, they should just now send everyone over at Sony over to the guys at Fox doing Deadpool and go, can you help us? Because we really need the help.